Everybody, Joe here, and today we are going to focus on a fragrance that really does not get that much attention, or at least the house doesn't. This one particular scent actually is kind of known a little bit throughout the fragrance community. Figured I'll add my take and add a little bit of light to it. It is Idole from Lubin, and this is the EDP version. They did have an EDT version which came in a little bit smaller size bottle, same amount of milliliters and ounces, but just smaller, and the glass would be clear. But at least from what I've read and what I've seen and I've heard, that is actually discontinued. So this is the EDP version. And this is what we will be focusing on in the review. Now this scent was released in 2007 and it's a one size only. Comes in this 100 milliliter 3.3 ounce. This scent is very, very boozy. Very boozy, like very, very boozy. Somewhat woody and actually somewhat spicy too. That's pretty much what really makes about this whole fragrance. This scent, on me, I'm getting notes of rum and other booze, like any alcoholic beverage really. More so rum dominated. I'm also getting a lot of different types of wood, like ebony wood, and which is like one of the star notes on top of the rum. But other types of woody, maybe like cedar and a lot of other type of woods. I'm not really too familiar with distinctively picking out each and every type of scent as far as woods go. But with the exception of cedar, I've pretty much gotten a grasp on. You're also gonna get like a somewhat warming feeling, and you're going to get a little bit of labdanum in here. Some incense provides to like a little bit of a smoky texture, but it's not overly smoky. This scent is mostly about like a boozy woody with the aromas of smoke in it. And it kind of dries down into a little bit of sweetness. Not super sweet. This isn't a gourmand, but it does have a little bit of sweetness to it. Really, honestly, is a scent that I really like, and I would see this more so for the winter or the colder times, maybe even a night out in the spring or summer. And this scent, I prefer to use this as a definite night out scent. Whether it's, you know, formal night out, you know, maybe like an event, or maybe just like a night out with the guys at a bar or something. I could see that too, especially with the atmosphere of the booze that this has and the booze of, you know, the bar. When I'm trying to think of an image now, even though I'm only 24, I've had my fair share of scotch drinking. I've had a couple of wines. I'm really kind of starting to get into the wines. I'm not as big on wine as I am scotch, but I have had a couple, and I know a couple of people. And I was introduced to this one particular wine a couple of years ago called Glug. This is pretty much a Swedish version of a wine, and it's served hot. At least when I had it, it was hot. And I was told it was hot. And it could come alcoholic or non-alcoholic form, but because there's so much booze in this, we're gonna say pretty much this reminds me of an alcoholic glug, which is a red wine, and then you take spices into it, and then you take alcohol, or the wine already contains alcohol, but you could also add more alcohol, and in this case, of course, rum. So you pour rum, you pour red wine, you pour some spices, and maybe just because it has that sweetness to it, you add like a little bit of sugar. Not overly, like, you know, you're not so much like you're trying to make a Kool-Aid or anything, but, or, you know, one of those packet juices, but you're taking a decent amount of sugar, you're adding that into there, you're mixing it up with like cinnamon, maybe other type cloves and other types of spices, and you just kind of stir the pot, and that's pretty much kind of how I feel. This scent reminds me of glug. It's a good drink. Try it if you know, if you get the chance. Now the compliment factor with this scent really did not generate that many compliments, although I did notice around the older crowd it favored me more, or it was favored more so a night out. So more so when I wore it on those events or those corporate parties or things like that, it was more favored and more of, hey, you smell good, that smells nice, what is that? Stuff like that, comments like that, not necessarily your jaw-dropping, earth-shattering reactions. Really, when I wore this on nights out, it really wasn't received as well, actually. I mean, not that it was bad or I received any negative comments, it just, oh, he has on a scent. So that's pretty much how it was when I wore. Let's check out this box presentation for Idole Lubin EDP. First of all, the design is awesome. It has a pattern right there, which is kind of embossed in. It has information on the back saying, honestly I don't know what it says. Oh, it's just pretty much describing the scent. The front of it has Lubin, the logo embossed right there. This with a silver trim. I actually like it. It's a pretty good design. Lubin right there, and it's pretty much a sleeve where it'll come off like that, and this has some sort of texture where it's really nice, and then it has the Lubin logo again right there. You open the box, there's gonna be your bottle, and for the price of $160 for this, it has pretty good presentation. It's not by Killian or some of these other higher end presentations, but nevertheless it's still pretty good. The bottle itself, this is not wood, although it's meant to look like wood. It's really plastic, and the bottle itself is glass. So the top is plastic, bottle is glass, you can't even see through it. And that's pretty much how that looks. It's almost like a lighter version of a tortoise color. And the sprayer is actually pretty good. One of the better sprayers on the market, just to show you. And you could do your half sprays or your full out blast. Very good stuff, very good juice from the House of Lubin. So there are my thoughts, there are my opinions for Idole from Lubin. It's a very good scent, you definitely need to check it out. I like it, and I'm glad I have it in my collection, especially the bottle. It's like a piece of art, and I am grateful that I own this, and I am happy I own this. This is one of those scents that I'll wear for me more so than wearing for compliments or to put me in a mood. This one really is just one of those where if I just want to feel upscale more so, I'll wear this. It is unisex. Men and women can wear this one. This was actually, I believe, even designed for women originally. But this stuff is good. You have to try this. You have to try the whole house of Lubin. So yeah. Scent of the day today, I'm actually trying a new scent from the indie house that I kind of talked about in 2013. And hopefully it'll get a lot more recognition in 2014. It is House of Matriarch and their latest scent to be released, Bohemian Black. I have a sample 2-ounce spray that I purchased, and it is very good juice. At least from what I detect so far, it is good juice. A little bit darker. It is another one of those that is more so a nighttime in winter and fall. More so winter for me, in my opinion. But we'll save that for an actual review. This review was about Idole EDP, and you need to try it. Let me know what your scent of the day was. Let me know any thoughts and opinions with Idole, or if you've tried any of the Lubin line. Let me know if you've even tried the EDT and the EDP. What are the differences? While this one is better on me, because I did kind of try it, the real difference was performance. It will sit closer to the skin after a few hours, but it does last longer while sitting about that close to the skin. So let me know any thoughts and opinions, any thoughts and any opinions at all. As always, if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. My name's Joe. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later.